Okay, so I have to show you how cool this project is. Okay, so in the beginning was this frame. This frame I purchased many, many years ago, and it was kind of based on, I think, a Louis the 14th era famous frame that they made replicas of when they used to sell replica style, like Renaissance frames in Michael's. So you can't get these anymore unless you pay a pretty penny on eBay or something. And you can't find that many of them for sale. And it's small. Like here's my hand. So see, it's very small. So I wanted to make an idea for 14 Stations of the Cross for Catholic School's chapel. And so I wanted to base it on this frame, and I couldn't find anything for sale that was that style. So I carved it out of foam and I gold leafed it. This was the prototype, so it's not perfect. Like here's a cut line. I made it shorter, and I was showing half of it with mosaic around the edge and half of it without. And so this was the prototype that I carved out of foam, covered with plaster and mortar and gold leafed to see if the school would like to have this. They said yes, and but they wanted an extra part at the bottom to say what's happening. Like for the Stations of the Cross, you might have Jesus takes up his cross, Jesus is removed from the cross, Jesus falls for the third time. Those little subtitles to go down on a panel below. So what I did was I created a new prototype, which is looking a little rough these days because it went into a mold, and when it was forming the mold, it pulled off some of the plaster. But that was the new prototype, which is bigger, obviously, and I created a platform for the subtitle. And then from that, let's go back. From that, I created this silicone mold, which isn't much to look at, but man, it's so cool that this silicone mold is creating the babies. So here are the clones, Attack of the Clones. And there's more in the works. There obviously will be at least 14 of these, and probably going to cast more. And I'm going to keep this first one because it was a little rough, and I actually really like it. I like it to look old. So anyway, I'm just casting the mold over and over again using permastone. So I think it's pretty cool. So I just wanted to show the latest project in my art studio. This actually is my art studio. This is where everything happens. The foam carving, the stained glass, the oil painting. Here's some stained glass sitting in the window. That's the heart that I just completed. This thing down here is the Raphael that I just completed. All those boxes are filled with glass. And that's about it. I should name this studio. I think I'm going to call it the Abbey.